So on page 114, we're going to be investigating conversions between liters and milliliters. If you look on page 114, it's one of those conversion charts. Just to point out what liters and milliliters are, liters and milliliters are a way to measure the volume of liquids, sometimes gases. So if you've ever seen if you can see, let's see, I'll switch well, if you can see my screen right now, if you've ever seen an Nalgene bottle, a lot of times on the side there's these markers right there, okay? And that just shows how many milliliters there are. So this is 1,000 milliliters. This is 1 liter of water, these Nalgene bottles. Makes me thirsty shaking this around, so I'm gonna take a big drink. So what we can say is, and I'll go ahead and write this down, when you look at that conversion chart, we can say that 1 liter, and the abbreviation for liter is a capital L, equals 1,000 milliliters, and the abbreviation for milliliters is a lowercase m and a capital L, which is really interesting. So 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, okay? I want to point out those of you who are loving these language connections, this word milli, it's a prefix which means, let's see, 1,000 part. Well, basically, for our purposes today, 1,000 parts. Okay, so milli, it sounds like it would be a million. Very tricky for whatever reason that language changed. But milli means 1,000 or 1,000 parts. There's also, we learned that with millimeters, right? So that was 1,000th of a meter. Okay, so what we can say is 1 milliliter is equal to 1/1000th of a liter. Okay, so in this bottle, 1 milliliter, there would be 1,000 milliliters that filled up this bottle. A milliliter, basically, you can see even just that is 100 milliliters right there, just a small amount. So, and there's a great way to look at this. So if you're looking at something like, and you're going to be looking at both whole numbers and numbers with parts today. Reason we're doing this is we want to get, well, I'll go to reason for doing this. You're going to be looking at whole numbers and numbers with parts in those conversions. So you may see something like 3 liters. How much does it equal in milliliters? Basically, what you're doing is multiplying that by 1,000. Okay, and remember, we can think of this with like the decimal place. When you're multiplying by 1,000, what you're doing is you're, because there's 3 place values here, 1, 2, 3. I think previous what we had thought is multiplying and placing those 3 zeros at the end. But if you look at it just kind of this way, you would 1, 2, 3 place values over. Okay, so what that would look like is that 0 and 0, right? So in this case, 3 liters times 1,000 equals 3,000 milliliters. Okay. When you're converting and go, so just remember when you're writing down those conversions between liters and milliliters, when you're in the milliliters column, there's going to be thousands of more milliliters than liters. Okay, so you know, just make that comparison, what that's going to look like. Okay, and you can look on that conversion chart on page 114, and you'll see where it says 3 liters, and the line also marks 3,000 milliliters. Okay, you might get like, in this case, it might look backwards, like let's say you get 3,300 milliliters. Okay, Basically, what you're doing at this point is you're dividing by 1,000. You divide by 1,000. Oh,